Welcome to Sorted Ultimate Battles. 3 lifelong mates go head to head to cook up the ultimate dish around a theme. Their friend and Chef Ben will judge them on taste, but ultimately, you decide who is victorious. Let's do this!
Cocktails.
Woo! Cheers.
I'm taking all the flavours I love, bringing them together, sticking ice cream on top and setting it alight. It's called a flaming floater.
You're calling it a flaming
floater.
Wow, I would order that off a menu.
Start off with your ice into a glass. It's very wet ice.
It's because it's made of water.
We'll start off with our stout. So nice and bitter start to the drink.
First time Barry's had a beer as well, so congratulations.
I'm not saying I'm drinking this.
Right.
I'm making it for somebody else. I've gone for a chocolatey stout because I think that's going to work with the rest of the flavours. Again, I don't know. Espresso.
Espresso.
It's a really quick one, is it?
Do you know what's really funny? When he sent me the link of the ingredients he wanted me to get hold of, he actually spelt it with an X.
Then we've got the first part of the rum going in. Once that's there, it's time for a shake. This is where it's all going to go very wrong. In fact, do you want to do it?
Oh, really?
It's on, go.
Keep going.
Yep, got it. Nice, and why are you straining it? What?
Well, I don't want the ice in it.
You don't want the ice in it.
And you're serving it in a jam jar because your cocktail bar is in Shoreditch?
Actually, just around the corner. Blob of salted caramel ice cream.
well,
So you've got your
yeah.
sweetness in
Yeah.
there now. So that is your floater.
It's
Dribbling.
yeah.
Yeah, it'll do that, it foams.
Okay, good.
Now, for one more shot of rum.
Is that a perfect 25 millilitre?
Yeah, it's free pouring. I mean, I think that's light, but you can't see it in here. Yeah? Over your ice cream, with a sizzle. That is your flaming floater.
And the rum's flaming as well in a minute because
Actually, mate, that is delicious.
I'm getting ice cream.
Yeah. You'll get the bit of it. It works.
it's not good if you've got a beard.
My cocktail has the flavours of Guinness, apple vodka, champagne and blackcurrant. It's a royal leprechaun. Royal because purple's a royal colour, leprechaun because of the Irish thing, but also because of the pot of gold that they found under the rainbow, they can afford the champagne. Logic.
Wouldn't they have just bought Irish whiskey rather than French champagne?
So we're going to go a little bit of blackcurrant syrup, or chassis, it's non-alcoholic.
Where's the H in it?
Cassis, good point. At the corner of my eye, that apostrophe looked like an H.
Chassis.
Then I'm going to go for some apple vodka.
Classy.
So you've got the layer of thick purple on the bottom, then it's going up into a bit of a lighter layer.
So that's apple and blackcurrant. So you've made a kid's drink so far.
Okay, now for the champagne, for the baller in it all. Yeah, still looking good, and then the rest is Guinness. So,
Up until this point, it looked really sophisticated.
Yeah.
and there you can see you lose all the colour and all the separation. But it's going to taste wonderful. Delicious. It needs more Guinness.
Is that how every barman does it? Take a gulp and then go back.
Also, it's important to use a fresh Guinness, not one you've been drinking all morning, so that it foams up. Then, now it
Tell you
tastes
what.
nice.
The flavours work.
Do you know the Guinness and the apple works really nicely?
Thank you.
They are both two unique recipes. I don't know how anybody else can follow that.
I'm happy with that.
Let's take it back to the old school. I'm foregoing the hippie shake of Tom Cruise fame and going for the ultimate classic, the perfection, the timelessness that is the world's first ever cocktail. It's an old fashioned.
Oh, great, yeah, we're really with the times here at Sorted, aren't we?
You invented that then, did you?
I didn't invent it, that's the whole point. Why would you try and improve on perfection?
I should have just done a Long Island iced tea then.
Yes. I should have Bacardi and Coke. That works.
Either of those are going to be better than a flaming floater and a royal leprechaun. To start off with, we're going to take some of our Angostura bitters.
Did they not have a label that fitted the bottle?
They never have a label that fits the bottle. Well, I did read up why, but I can't remember.
Good history.
A few drops of this.
But what is it?
It's really alcoholic actually. It's like 44%.
It's great, but what is it?
It's bitter
Yeah.
and it's from Angostura. So obviously, to counteract the bitterness, we need sugar. That, with a drop of water, becomes the base to our cocktail. And now we have to stir until the sugar dissolves.
Oh, we could be here a while.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Had a lot of time on their hands in the olden days, didn't they?
There was no internet, there was no phones.
People lived to the age of 36.
Exactly, so to make the most of that time,
Stir a sugar cube.
they stirred a sugar cube in some bitters and water.
Oh, this gets better, this does.
This gets better the more curdly it gets.
So at this point, the sugar is pretty much dissolved. We're going to put some ice in. Now, the important thing about ice for an old fashioned is you want a really big ice cube because you don't want it to dilute the drink too much. So this ice that is small and has been left out in a room for 3/4 of an hour is absolutely not ideal. But we're going to go with it because we've got no other choice.
Now we're drawing our pensions and we're waiting 10 years for you to stir your sugar cube.
And now for the important part, the whiskey. We've gone for a straight bourbon. Rye is also really good.
This is really good.
Right, you've had your chance to talk.
Yours is amazing though, mate, honestly.
They're really good. You've taken inspiration from my cocktail, which originated in Ireland, in the same place that Thin Lizzy also originated and wrote that song called Whiskey in a Jar.
I have put whiskey in a jar. The final flourish for our old fashioned is a bit of orange peel, which we're going to light, squeeze out some of the oils and place it on top. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is an old fashioned, the world's first ever cocktail. Cheers. Oh man, that tastes amazing.
Oh, no, it's all right. It's all right. I thought it was going to smack me in the face. Well,
Yeah.
that's quite nice.
Tell you what, that is very nice. That cocktail took so long to make that Tom Cruise he's aged.
He loves science.
He loves.
He loves science, doesn't he?
Antology, but I don't know what that is.
I don't know what tology is.
No, neither do I.
No. All of us have lost this battle because none of our drinks contain gin. And therefore, Ben is going to hate them.
That's not entirely. All you had to do is make a cocktail, which is more than 3 ingredients,
All
and
you had to
therefore
do.
they all have more than 3 ingredients.
already
therefore,
won.
you've
All
all
of
made
us.
a cocktail. I'm going to start with that one, which looks a bit different. It's no longer floating.
It's more of a milkshake now.
It's creamy, coffee, which is bitter, and the rum. That's good.
Do you or do you not think that that would bring all of the boys to the yard?
I think that looked better when it was floating. Ooh,
Oh,
you get apple
Yeah.
and you get black. It's like a really posh snake bite. You know what? That's actually really smooth and
Yeah. I'm surprised as well.
well, this is going to go great because mine is basically purely whiskey. And what does Ben like? Not whiskey.
I'm not a fan of whiskey, but I can appreciate a good whiskey cocktail perhaps.
Good, take one of the ingredients out. Perfect.
I can smell it in here. Cold.
Ice.
That's not a flavour.
It's cold.
It's surrounded by ice, which makes it cold. No, but you know, I'm not a big fan of whiskey, but that's really nice because it's smooth.
It is smooth.
Hey,
You get the smell of the orange,
Yeah.
and it's more perfume than it is when you.
it's very fragrant, isn't it?
Do you know what? As a whiskey cocktail goes, that's really good. I'm going back for this though.
So this will bring all the boys to the yard.
This, regardless of my favourite, you guys get to decide. So comment down below with which one you think would be your favourite, and head to Sorted Food if you want the full recipes.
You know what? It doesn't really matter who they vote for because I won.
Well, I've had a great time.
Because I'm drunk.
Please drink responsibly.
5,
Do you think I've ever given in to peer pressure?